welcome to November edition of Highlights. November is always busy.
Right.
There are so many things going on. There's voting, there's Veterans Day, there's Thanksgiving, there's preparing for the holiday season, activities and programs at Littleton Elder and Human Services and the Council on Aging follow many of these themes. We will highlight a few of them in theme form this month.
Yes, November should be longer. We need
two
two
months.
Novembers,
We
then
need
we'd be
2
good.
months, yes.
Okay. The first theme was voting. So Tuesday, November 8th is state election day in Littleton, across the whole state. And voting in Littleton, voting will be at the Littleton Middle School, the Charles K. Gymnasium from 7 o'clock in the morning till 8 in the evening. Early voting is also available at the town hall. It's currently going on. And in the month of November, between now and Election Day, it will be on Tuesday the 1st from 8 to 4, Wednesday the 2nd from 8 to 6, Thursday the 3rd from 8 to 4, and Friday the 4th from 8 to 2. 8 to 2. That's all next week's voting
They'll be
times.
busy all next week.
Right. It's all here at the town hall.
And the precincts are already marked for you outside, so you know where you need to
It's
go.
basically in the multipurpose room and room 103.
Right.
And there's flags outside. Also, Littleton is having a special town meeting, which is on Tuesday, November 1st, at the middle school, again, Charles K. Gymnasium, and that is starting at 7 p.m. And there's on LCTV, there's the little, the town administrator, Anthony, does his little thing about all the articles. And you also got a mailing about the articles and what's on the warrant.
And I think it's very important for people to read your booklet,
Yep.
be prepared to know what's going on.
Yep.
Watch LCTV and our town administrator give a more in-depth explanation as to what's coming, and be prepared to be there on November 1st.
Right.
Okay, so the second theme is veterans, and veterans and their spouses are invited to a Veterans Day luncheon on Thursday, November 10th at 12 o'clock in the multipurpose room. It is being put on by the Elder and Human Services. You can call to register. Call early because that's a big event and a lot of people call in, and there's only room for, I believe it's like 100 people. There is no cost, and we thank Wigmans for partially sponsoring the event. And veterans, thank you for all of your service. There will also be a veterans breakfast on Wednesday, November 30th at 7:30 a.m. at the Senior Diner. Boy, that's really early to get the veterans up at 7:30 in the morning.
I guess they're up early. I don't know.
Now, this is now going to be a monthly event, and it's going to be hosted by the Littleton Police Department. There is no cost, but you need to call each month to register. The town of Littleton is going to be holding a Veterans Day ceremony and rededication to the restored World War I memorial at the corner of King Street and Shattuck Street. They've been working on that for
It's beautiful.
a year or more, and
It's beautiful.
the selectmen have been very involved in getting this to come out as nice as it is. It's really a pretty memorial. And that will take place on November 11th at 11 a.m. Please park at the town hall parking lot and walk back to the memorial, because there really is no parking there for people around the memorial.
Right. The memorial is beautiful.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Looks very nice.
Yeah, they did a nice job.
The third theme was Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving always makes me think of food. I
Yep.
mean, family too, but food. And there were several programs at EHS COA in November that are food related. The Lunch and Learn event this month is Boost Your Brain Health. And that will be held on Wednesday, November 2nd at 12 p.m. It's hosted by Neshoba Park, and you will learn the benefits of brain-healthy cooking and make some more healthful and mindful food choices.
That's cool.
And another lunch opportunity, we're just going to eat our way through November, another lunch opportunity is with the Heart to Home Meals, and that is a provider of prepackaged meals for seniors, and that will be on Wednesday, November 9th at noon, and join us for a free lunch and quiz and prize giveaways.
And that's going to be held in the diner.
Gotcha. Yes, there was a space problem in the building. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, yeah.
Space problem, so things had to get changed around. But anyway, it will be held on that November 9th in the diner. And space is limited, so call to register, and you can choose a meal option, either honey rosemary chicken or tomato and, oh, that isn't right. Tomato glazed haddock, but there's another word in there.
You got carried away.
Okay, well, anyway. And of course, speaking of food, there is also the soup and sandwich lunches.
Oh, that's
every Thursday.
week. Yep.
Every Thursday at noon.
Yep.
And there's the women's breakfast on Wednesday, November 9th at 8 o'clock. And the men's breakfast on Wednesday, November 16th at 8 o'clock. Those are both in the senior diner. And there's a $3 cost for each of those. And again, please call to register.
The breakfasts have been great.
Yes, they have.
They change it up almost every month. And Charlie does a really good job of cooking. And
Yep.
we get more and more
choices.
women every month coming.
And choices, and it's good.
Yeah,
very
it's good. So this brings us to the fourth thing. And the month of November is preparing for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
And who has time to prepare for the holidays?
Not in November.
No, not in the middle of November
No.
anyway. To get into the holiday spirit, join us for a trip to the Night Lights at Tower Hill Botanical Gardens. That's a mouthful. Tuesday, November 29th at 4 p.m. The cost is $10 a person, including the transportation. This event is funded by the Friends of the Littleton Council on Aging. Shopping is required for the holidays. Funny thing about that. And there are 3 shopping trips planned for Wednesdays in November, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Shop and possibly have a lunch. November 9th at Pheasant Lane Mall, November 16th at the Cornerstone Square in Westford, and November 30th at Walmart at Drum Hill in Chelmsford. Call 978-844-6809 to register and mention holiday shopping. And of course, there is decorating for the holidays. And Susan,
Yes.
it's craft class time again this month. And trying to come up with something that was kind of Christmassy because it's too late in November to start thinking of decorations for Thanksgiving. We all got together, Sue, Kathy, and I, and decided we would make a potpourri of Christmas ornaments. Some of them will be for you to take home for your tree. You will be making at least one for the new Elder and Human Services annual Christmas tree that will be placed in the Elder and Human Services area. So all of the ornaments will be shown there. There will be a cost of $3. It's going to be limited to 20 people, and it's going to be on Wednesday, November 9th, from 1 to 3 in the multipurpose room. And it's you will also be taking home a shadow box that you will create for yourself, which is separate from Christmas. This is just another craft that we're trying to incorporate. So all of you busy crafters are busy.
And as we said, it's a potpourri. There's lots of choices to make your decorations.
Yes,
Right.
there's a lot to do.
Lots of things.
A lot of fun things.
A lot of fun things. And the phone number that was listed for the lights at Tower Hill, that's also in your broadcaster, and it's the phone number for the van transportation. It's organized through them, and if you mention holiday shopping, they know which one you're interested in.
And for registering for the craft class, it's November 1st at the regular EHS phone number 978-540-2470.
Right. And all of those, everything that we say call to register, it's that phone number.
Yes.
And you can start calling on November 1st.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't want to keep saying the phone number over and over again. I would be saying it in my sleep then if I said it.
At least we'd remember it.
Well, that's true. I have learned it.
See?
I have learned it, right? Anyway, those were the themes for the month. But in addition to all of that, there is still a lot of other activities at Littleton's EHS COA. November's full. There are 2 music events this month. The topic for the Music History with John Clark series, which has been an excellent series, by the way, will be the music of World War I. And popular music from the years 1914 through 1918 will be highlighted along with romantic, sentimental, and humorous songs. There's more information in the broadcaster, and that's on Thursday, November 17th at 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
The other music-related event is the Golden Age of Silent Films with live piano. Richard Hughes is going to talk about the golden age of silent films, and will show 2 comedies starring Buster Keaton and Laurel and Hardy, and he will accompany those with live piano music.
That's going to be fun.
So that should be fun.
That'll be a lot of fun.
And there's some more information, but there's other activities that he has planned to demonstrate sound effects and so forth during silent movies. And then important topics for seniors will be the theme of several other events being held. One is elder fraud and what you can do. And representatives from the FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center will do a presentation on November 15th. That's a Tuesday at 11. And
that sounds interesting.
That does sound very interesting. And there's a senior safety will be the focus from Littleton Electric Light Department. We'll be putting on a senior safety awareness meeting, and that will be on Monday, November 7th at 8:30. And they will talk about winter heating and scams and electrical safety, and there will be giveaways and door prizes. And then there's another topic of interest. How many events have we listed so far? I don't know.
I
An awful lot of them.
Count.
Another topic of interest is breaking out of isolation and loneliness. And Val Walker, who's the author of a book called 400 Friends and No One to Call. And she will discuss ways to stay close to others and deepen social bonds. And that sounds like we've had an awful lot of events in November, which needs to be even longer than it is. And again, call to register for all of those and check your broadcaster for complete information.
And I think we've seen over the last 3 months how our EHS director, Liz, and Nicole, the program coordinator, is trying to bring more and more into the senior center with a lot of different options, so that if you aren't happy about doing one thing, you can try something else, or you can try something else. And it just seems like every month we're getting more and more opportunities to socialize and be with people.
And we've also noticed at all the events that we've gone to, and we certainly haven't gone to all of them, but all the events that we've gone to, there's more and more people coming each time. So, and people also seem to want to linger after every event to just socialize. So it is in talking about that theme of isolation and loneliness, getting out to just one or two of these activities a month and meeting people that are new or meeting old friends, it's a great chance to get out.
Right. That's right. So all of the events were mentioned are in addition to the regular activities of Elder and Human Services and the Council on Aging. Monday movies, mahjong, bingo, out-of-the-box trivia, which is gaining a lot of support, loving stitches, walking club, fitness classes, blood pressure screening, and a variety of conversation support groups. Man, you can't even say all that in one sentence. No. Check with the broadcaster or contact the office at 978-540-2470. There is something for everyone. And if you're interested in something that is not listed, bring it up to Liz and Nicole, and I'm sure they'll work on trying to figure out how to get that as part of the series.
Right. And remember also, as part of EHS, there's the outreach department. We didn't even mention all their things with fuel assistance and rental assistance and all of those things. Check your broadcaster for more information on those.
Because that's all in there.
Because that's all in there. And this is the month for Medicare enrollment, and the Shine counselors are available. There's just a lot of stuff. So we've only mentioned a few, and we hope you check your broadcaster and be sure to register for programs, and we hope to see you at some events. Thank you for watching us this month. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and remember to vote.
Yes, definitely vote.